Rule number 1, become the love of your life. Okay, so it's important that if you're gonna be with the love of your life, you need to become the love of your life. Okay, you do not want to go into a relationship or try even dating if you don't feel full within yourself. Okay, so everything you want in a person, become that. Become that. I would tell you, I did this and I loved it. It helped me so much because, writing down helps for you to remember exactly and pinpoint, right? To make a list of all of the things you expect, want, or desire out of a relationship. Become the love of your life and love yourself and treat yourself the way you want to be treated and loved, okay? Rule number 2 is you set the bar. Okay, you set the bar for other people to treat you and to love you the way you allow them to treat you and the way you treat yourself. So for example, if you want princess treatment, be the fucking princess and treat yourself as such. Okay, if you want princess treatment, be the princess 111 and treat yourself as the princess. Okay, because you treat people, let me explain a little bit. You treat people, you teach people how to treat you on the things that you allow. So for example, if you allow people to disrespect you, they know they can do that. And with the way you love yourself, you treat yourself. Okay, so if you treat yourself like, oh my god, no, I'm sorry, but people are gonna learn that they can treat you like that. That is allowed. Do not allow it. Do not allow it. Okay, rule number 3, know what you want. I already said this before, but make a list. Know exactly the relationship you want. The list that I made was the list of things that I would not accept in a future relationship, right? So for example, I did not accept this beliefs. I would not accept skeptical people, or this and that and the other. And I made a full list of the things that I do not accept, because I don't know, at the moment I couldn't think much of things that, 2 on the timer, that I wanted. So it was easier for me to make a list of things that I knew I did not want it. And that way it actually, stayed on my mind for longer. So when someone was trying to, hi, swooping, I was like, that's something I wrote in my list of things that I do not accept. So I'm not gonna bye-bye, discard it right away, okay? And rule number 4, the boyfriend and boyfriend division. Okay, I don't have boyfriends right now, like friends, but this is very important. You want to make a clear boundary and distinctive division between being friends and being together. Okay, for example, when I get like my next boyfriend is gonna be my husband, nonetheless. Okay, and the thing that is important to me is that my husband has certain privileges, right? Certain way that I talk to him. For example, I personally do not like to look at men's eyes unless it's like something, it's like too intimate for me. I don't know, right? But there's certain things that I would do 3:50 on the timer with my husband that I would not do with a friend. And draw that line, draw that division, because what you're doing, it's drawing this, line, making this silent line that says you're just a friend. That's it, and you don't even need to. You don't even need to say it, because your energy is just saying that's the line. That's where you stay. Okay, that's where you belong. Okay, and this ties into the rule 5. Rule 5 is until he words it, it's not true. Okay, until he confesses, until he says that he likes you, it's not true. You may know that he likes you, you may know that he wants something with you, until he says that it's not true. Okay, and let me tell you even more. If he says that he doesn't like you and you like, I know you like me though, like you look at me like this, I know you like me. If he says he doesn't like you, may it suit him. Okay, if he says he doesn't like you even though you know he likes you, do not try to bring it out of him. He said no, that's no. Okay, that's, may your words suit your reality. Okay, that's why the division comes in, right? Because if I like you and you don't like me, then the strong division comes in. Okay, I'm not gonna hold on to someone that doesn't like me back. Okay, Until he asks for commitment, you are just friends, and this is where the division comes as well. Okay? You want to be with someone that takes you seriously. You don't want to, for it to be a given. You want communication. That's the base of any relationship. So if that person cannot, just say, hey, I like you. I want to be with you. Would you be my girlfriend? Until he says that it's not true. It's non-existent. He needs to say it. You do not leave it easier for him. Okay? Rule 6, that ties in again with this one, is that you need to allow him to put in the effort. Okay? Me and my one of my friends, what we have is like this thing, right? That I am open to receiving, okay? But between me 0550 in the timer, between me being with you or not, the division is, the things if you actually have the thing that tells me if you actually have a chance with me or not is if you put in the effort. If you talk to me first, 06 on the timer. If you talked to me first, that's the first way. Because if you don't talk to me, then that's game over for you. Even if I like you, game fucking over. I'm not gonna be with someone that cannot even text first. It's not that hard. I don't want to be, putting forward the effort for you. Okay. What else do we have here? Yeah, it says, you want a man. If he cannot pull up his big boy pants and make an effort, he's not worth the effort. Okay? He's not worth the effort. If he cannot do such a simple thing as that. And let me tell you something else, okay? Because the thing is that men, biologically, they feel better towards a challenge, okay? So if I'm not telling you to play it hard, right? You're just as complicated as you are. That's enough. That's enough. I'm not telling you to play it hard. Oh my god. Damn. I'm not telling you to play it hard. What I'm telling you though. What am I telling you though? Yeah, is that a man, generates oxytocin, which is basically the love hormone, when they have to put in the effort. Let him put in the effort. If he doesn't put in the effort, it's not worth it. And if he does put in the effort, then great. Amazing, fantastic, a man. Jesus. Not Jesus, you know what I meant. 7th rule, don't put your lifeline on a man. Okay? Super important. I used to idealize people in general a lot, and that was horrible. That was horrible. I'm so fucking thankful I don't do that anymore. Okay, so what I'm saying is, don't wait for a man. Don't put your life on pause for a man. Don't change yourself for a man. You deserve your perfect match and then some, okay? If it's not your perfect match, let it be. Let him go. We all have a person. We all have a perfect match. I think we all have at least 7 perfect matches, okay? But do not hold on to a man. That's just a man, okay? You don't want to hold on to him. Don't hold on to your expectations that you have of him. If he cannot, you may sometimes feel like a completely deep soul bond, and you may feel like this is the one, okay? But if he's not the one, let him go. Even if you think it's the one, even if you feel like it's the one, if it's not the one right now, because the thing is, you may feel a lot of things for a person, right? But if that person is not up for the challenge, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, because you're going to be wasting your time. And the more, let me tell you something even better. The more you love someone and the less the effort they put in the relationship, the more it's gonna hurt. Save yourself from that, okay? Next rule number 8. Number 8 is don't try to make it fit. Try to discard it, okay? So this is something I learned when I was trying to apply for a setter. I actually got a job and I'm like, I don't know how I did that. Crazy. And one of the things that they taught us, as like the setter mentality, was don't try to make it fit, right? Because you have like profiles of people that are potential clients, and they say don't try to make it fit, try to discard it. Okay, don't waste your time trying to make someone fit. Try to discard it. Okay, same thing goes here. Don't waste your time with a man being like, oh, he does this thing, but it's okay, it's not that bad. Okay, one red flag is red flag enough for you to leave. One ombre flag is ombre flag enough for you to leave. Skedaddle out of here. Okay, there's someone that's perfect for you. Do not settle. Do not. Do not. Because let me tell you something else. You tell the universe what to give you, how to treat you, 10, 10 on the timer, by what you accept. If you accept less than what you deserve, you're telling the universe, this is what I deserve, thank you. Don't settle. Say, no. No, universe, I deserve more. The universe will come and give you more. Bitch. The fuck? Okay. Let me see what I wrote a lot down, bro. Yeah, don't waste your time. One red flag is too many red flags. You don't want to convince yourself it's him. Analyze his behavior for what it is. For what it is. Then do a pros and cons. If you have cons, that's not the one. Skedaddle out there, okay? You would rather say no before you get attached, because saying yes then after you get attached realizing you rushed conclusions and you were wrong, it's horrible, because you're gonna have more trouble getting out of here after you said yes. 11 on the motherfucking timer. Okay, so if you see the red flag, be honest with yourself and say that's not there. Okay, that's why it's important not to idealize people, because when you idealize people, you'll see the red flag and you'll be like, oh, they would never. Don't ever say they would never. If you catch yourself saying he would never, they would never, she would never, don't. Okay, don't. Very important. Rule number 9. Oh my god. Well, be independent and happily single before. Okay? An independent and happily single person will always know how and who to choose. She'll never choose someone out of loneliness or codependency. If she chooses someone, it's always out of love. Okay, this is very important. If you are not happily single, it's not time yet. You have your whole life, girl. Now let me tell you something. At 12, I used to, say yes to just whoever, because I was like, not desperate for love, but I was like, what if this is the last person to ever like me? 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 on the timer, 1 to 2, 2 on the timer. I was like, what if this is the last person to ever love me? Okay. And, it kind of became this subconscious belief. And after, I said yes to a lot of people that I didn't want to say yes to even, I was like, why do I keep doing that? And they're like, oh, yeah, because I think that may be the last person. And I just constantly keep repeating that, okay? And then I'm like, it's not going to be the last person. And let me tell you, it's not going to be the last person, okay? It's not. It's statistically impossible for you to go around life forever single, with no one to like you, with no one interested in you, having no one to like you, no one to even be interested. It's impossible. Statistically impossible. Okay, be happily single and independent. Love will come. You have no other choice. Basically, 13. When you're ready, love will come. For now, just enjoy being single, enjoy being, independent, being on your own, Pilates era, okay? When love's meant to come, it's gonna come. It's impossible to stay single forever, okay? Unless you want to. But by the fact that you're here, I think that you want to, okay? And these 2 rules, well, I have 4 more rules. They are chef's kiss. Okay, rule number 10. Liking is not enough. Okay, and this has been kinda subconsciously in all the other rules, right? But I'm gonna make it very obvious. Liking it's not enough. Okay? Because you don't choose who you like. You don't choose who you like. So the same way someone that, you may like someone that you're like, what do I see in you? Right? You don't want to choose them just because you like them. Okay, you don't want to give them, a chance just because you like them, right? And this is very important because I used to feel, like, oh, I like you, let's be together. I like you, like me, let's be together. That's it. But no, you don't want to do that. Okay, because you may like someone, and again, as I said, you don't choose who you like. So you don't want to say yes to someone just because you like them. It turns out they are a horrible partner, right? They don't need to be a horrible person, but they might be a horrible fit to you. You don't want that, okay? Effort only works with feelings. Rule number 11. Effort only works with feelings, and feelings only work with effort. Okay, I wish someone had told me this before, because so much Disney movies and stuff got me thinking that if I put enough effort, it's gonna happen. They're gonna notice me sometime. But the thing is, you cannot force a feeling. You cannot force a feeling, okay? And I'm saying this specifically because I think there might be other people that were subconsciously conditioned by the Disney love rule, which, she doesn't like me, but I'm just gonna keep being there for her, and she's gonna notice me. Sometimes she won't. Because if she doesn't like you, she doesn't like you. And that's it. Move on. If he doesn't like you, he doesn't like you. Move on. Okay? Don't coming back to the what rule? Oh my god, I should know the names of my rules. Coming back to the seventh rule. Don't put your lifeline on a man. 1555 on the motherfucking timer. Okay? So, effort without feeling, which was the thing that I was going through, at the end, it ends up seeming like stalking. Sometimes it's stalking, sometimes it's obsessive, sometimes it's like, oh my god, stop. Okay? And you may not want that to be, right? You may just be trying to have your perfect Disney movie type love, Don't. 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 Effort only works with feelings. You can only put in forward the effort to make it work if there's feelings, and feelings only work with effort. If you both feel the same, which is basically the last rule, that's good, but it's not enough. It's not enough. You need to put forward the effort. And, a lot of times we say, like, I think it's very usual to say, like, oh, he loses. He doesn't know what he's missing out on. But the thing is, sometimes we're just not compatible, okay? Like, I may be an amazing person. I may be an amazing person, and that person may be another amazing person, but together we're not a match. We're not a match. Like, you're good, I'm good, but we're not good for each other. And the way that you're gonna know how this is, it's because your perfect match will bring out the best of you. You do not you do not want to be with someone who's the same as you. You want to be with someone who's, on the same line as you, but the opposite. Because you don't want to be with someone, that it's just you. You want to be with someone who's the opposite of you. Your complementary opposite, right? Yin yang. That's what you want. Good. Great. Rule number 12. We have be clear with what you want. And I'm not telling you to go around giving boyfriend instructions, because you don't want to do that. Because there's many people out there that know how to manipulate. I would tell you also, learn manipulation techniques, not to use them, but to spot them. Okay? Learn manipulation techniques, not to use them, but to spot them. Okay? Great. Okay? You don't want to go around, giving boyfriend instructions, but you'll want to communicate or get them to communicate the non-negotiables. You don't want to marry someone and then be like, okay, I want kids. And they're like, oh, I don't. Or you don't want to start a committed relationship with someone and they want, I don't know, they don't want marriage and you do. Or you don't want to start a relationship with someone and turns out they want more of the high life, just going everything everywhere all the time, and you want something more cozy, more chill, more in the house, and you're like, well, what do we do? Okay? Communicate the non-negotiables. You want to know before you get attached any sort of way, because we know when we like someone, it's harder to leave it behind, okay? You want to know that that you're on the same page. You want to know that you're on the same page, okay? Rule number 13. Tell them that you like them. And what do I mean by this? Since I was little, I was always like, my friends would come and tell me, oh my god, I like that person. I'm like, okay, why don't you tell them? And they're like, oh my god, no, I would never. And the thing about that, it's incredibly tiring. Why would you, because at the end of the day, boys are like, I cannot tell her I like her, and girls are like, I cannot tell him I like her. And at the end of the day, you both like each other, and you're just like, hi. The way I do it, and this is more of a of a me thing, but I absolutely recommend you to do it, is, for example, you're the person that I like, and I go like, hey, I want to tell you something. I like you. I'm not telling you this because, I want you to say something. I'm not expecting anything of you. I just wanted to let you know how I feel. That's it. Thank you. That's it. That's it. And you know what's so good about it is that you leave the ball in their court. Like, oh my god, should I do something? Oh my god. No, 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 no. You leave the ball in their court. Hey, I like you. The next move is yours now. I can just rest and relax. Easy. Okay? Beautiful. And the last and the most beautiful rule of all of these rules, it's the 14th rule, okay? And it's don't even look for a relationship if you're not ready to commit to one, okay? This is important because you don't want to waste someone else's time, and nor do you want to waste your own time, okay? As I said before, learn to be happily single before. Learn to be happily single and independent. And once you master that, at some point love is gonna come. You don't even have to look for it, okay? Don't chase, attract. You got this, queen. Okay? Love you.